everyone. We gotta change the fade out on that music. I'm like, it's like right about to hit a crescendo there, and then yeah, I don't know. Um, so welcome to Insomnia Stream. I want to tell you a little bit about what it is. So I'm Dimitri,
Yeah, and I'm David.
and we work on the Insomnia team here at Kong. And so, really quickly, what the stream is, it's a time for us to look through open source stuff. I mean, that's basically it. It's everything about the stream is done in the open. So if you go on the stream channel on the Insomnia Slack, let me find the Insomnia Slack. Where is it? Over here. So there's a stream channel. If you go here, you see we post links every week to the stream when it's starting. Cool. And so everything here is done in the open. And on this channel, let me bring it back. I know it's small, but you don't really need to see it, I suppose. On this channel, there are some pinned items, and one of the pinned items is this calendar event that you can see the stream on your calendar. And there's this document that we have here for planning. And so if you look at this document, you see everything. It's editable. So everything there is about this stream and why we chose the time we did and the length and where we're trying to post it. So it's on YouTube and Twitch, and it's on the Slack. You can come on the stream as well if you want. So David's here on the stream via the exact same mechanism. There's nothing special. You would just come into this channel and click this link, and you would show up right here on the stream if you'd like to. And we've had people come from the community come in the past. The first priority is live requests, and then we look at anything on the GitHub for Insomnia that has the Insomnia, I guess it's lowercase I. I'll fix that. See, incremental improvements. Anything that has that Insomnia stream label on GitHub. And then any issues, if we run out of those kinds of PRs or issues, then we go through just regular issues. So, I guess all of this is stuff about like back of house stuff about running the stream. But anyway, yeah, that's what it is. So let's get started with that. So I'm going to come over here on Insomnia and let's click this Insomnia stream guy. Well, David, are there any things that jump out here to you?
We've been over a few of these in previous streams, I think, right? But didn't quite finish them.
I think like one of the best things we could do today would be to get this postman import one merged. So this PR has been tested somewhat extensively, and we all agree, yeah, nothing has happened yet. We all agree that the behavior is correct. However, we want to write more tests for each of the code paths. And maybe this would be a good path to go. I don't know. What do you think about that, David? I could start a live share. I mean, it might be a little boring, but that's okay. I mean, sometimes this kind of stuff is a little bit like that. We'll be working. What do you think, David?
I think that's a good candidate. Definitely.
Okay, so I'm going to start. Let's get over her. I'm on develop, but let's check out this branch. Okay, so what's it called? Develop. Oh, he put it right down in his develop. So yeah, I think I probably said this last time, but anyone, if you're contributing to any open source project, like usually people have master branch or something main, it's good if you make a different branch and you post your thing to that. I mean, branch protection is there and everything, but it's like, reduces surface error for like someone accidentally force pushing to the upstream of the main repo rather than your own fork. So I always get a little nervous about stuff like that, but that's okay. So the first thing we're going to have to do is, so here's this person's, reset. See, I have to reset my local develop to here. That's fine. First thing we have to do is rebase this. Oh, it has been quite some time. So let me solo. Unfortunately, I cannot make this any bigger. I'll solo that. Let me make sure I have the chat open here. Yeah, by the way, while I'm doing that, if you'd like to come join us, again, I'll put the link up on the screen. It's chat.insomnia.rest. Okay, so origin, let's have origin develop up in there just to make sure. And then let's make my local development develop visible. Okay, so here we are at St. Alfonso's Pancake Breakfast. Okay, good. So now I'm going to rebase this on here. We did change some stuff recently. So Export. So on develop, I think we made, yeah, I think I remember this. We made this not exported. If I'm
Right.
not
This is from
mistaken.
the recent Postman change, right? Where we fixed OAuth imports, maybe,
Yeah, man,
or
we
something
really
like
got to go
this.
back far. Oh boy, a lot has been happening. What is going on? Is it that far back? No way. Why is my develop? Oh, because it's like a. Oh, interesting. So here, did we change it? Well, whatever. If it's the safer thing to do the change we just did, because if it's incorrect, then we'll see the error. So we'll go check on that. Postman.test. Oh boy. Okay, because this moved, I think, because these files look the same. So Insomnia importer source. So I probably want to let's take this step at a time then. So I'm here. Let's reset hard here. Let's do these one by one. Let me know, David, if you have a better idea. So sometimes if I get into the situation, I'll cherry pick um
I think
each
that's probably the easiest. We're gonna run into some issues with the rename, probably, but
yeah.
fine.
Oh well, I don't want to their attribution. Okay, let's reset yet again. Their attribution doesn't really deeply matter because it goes by, like, when the PR merges, whoever the author of the PR is who's going to get credit for the commits. But sometimes people don't respond positively to that. So I guess if I can cherry pick it, I regularly I will. So there's that. Then cherry pick the next one. Okay, that also worked. Great. And then maybe we can just like squash my 3 changes. Well, let's see. Okay. Renames. Okay, this is the one we got stuck on. Renames private postman class. So import collection. Oh, okay. Interesting. Import postman. Um, let's cherry pick this. It's going to have a merge conflict. Here we go. Import postman. Oh, so we made it on develop. It's public. That's interesting. Okay, well, whatever. If that's the life we're living.
It seems
Oh,
like the conflict is that a recent PR created Postman.test.ts, and this PR does as well. So they're two completely different.
oh,
Um, there's two completely different contests. It's just named the same.
hmm. Okay, so let's handle that. So I have it started here that we can. Okay, so postman.test ts postman test ts. Okay. That's why they even looked pretty similar because okay, maybe we can just grab some of this stuff from the diff and then postman. Oh, and then I turned around and exported it right after. Okay. So let's get into split view here. Where's split view? So let's grab this stuff, import bearer authentication from header. Okay. So postman authentication from header. So this should be good. Did that change? I don't know how much this matters, but whatever. X dot key header X dot. Okay. So there's that. Okay, and then we added all these new. So let's like just drop them in, maybe. Then we can make them the same after that. Okay, Philippe added some. Okay. Describe headers. Okay. So let's duplicate this thing. I'm gonna make this a little bigger, I know, but okay, here we are, postman scheme. requests, v2 requests, item. Oh, he like took it from this, you little rascal. He took it from this PR. That's okay. OAuth 2. Okay. Well, that's good news. So we can put a space before this guy, and Postman schema is there. So all right, and then we can grab this headers guy, and we'll put it here. Great. So we have that, and then we can delete all of this stuff. Good catch, David. I would have struggled a little bit myself. And then basic auth test. Oh, okay, that doesn't matter. Here we go. Basic. So that's bearer. Here's basic. Auth. Is OAuth 2 one of these?
It's separate. I mean, it uses a bearer header usually, but it's a
Okay.
different code path since it does all the OAuth dance.
Okay. So great. So then we should be up to date. So then this commit's gonna say, we'll make this just a new commit. It's gonna say adds tests.
So what was the conflict in post LTS? Let's see. That was on the tests. I mean,
I don't know, but it doesn't deeply matter anymore. I mean, let's run them just for fun.
Yeah. I was just curious what was conflicting in not in the tests but in the post.ts class.
Oh, nothing.
Oh, okay. Since you had to, I thought you had to copy into that manually as well.
Or yeah, the thing that conflicted in that file was the thing before this was this commit renames private post.
Oh, okay.
Because we also made this rename, so Philippe must have done the exact same thing because he was looking at this PR for some other work. I can take this thing off the screen. Sorry, guys. Is it get any bigger if I put us on the side? No, not at all. Well, let's just underneath. So yeah, he had prior, like separately of this, renamed import collection to import postman. And that's what the conflict was about. Okay, dokie. So we have, where is this file? This is in Insomnia importers. Okay, so we're going to do npm prefix packages Insomnia importers run test. One of these days, we're going to have workspaces, npm workspaces. Okay, so what tests failed? Let's ask that question. Import postman. No importers found for file. Really?
Oh, I think this PR added those fixtures.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Or it added some fixtures. I'm not sure if those are.
Are they like hard coded paths and then the paths changed?
It fetches all the files that matches whatever dash input and whatever dash output in the fixtures folder. Right?
So I need to go grab some new ones? Is that what you're saying?
Okay,
let's first of all
how we did the rebates, I guess.
Let's make a live share. GitHub, okay. Okay. Okay, that doesn't matter. Okay, so invite. Oh, they already copied it. I know. Okay, I put it in the private chat here on Restream. So we use Restream, everyone, for streaming. And if you have any interest in joining in the live share, just come on the stream, and then you can see the live share. Okay. Thank you, David. So we have. Oh, and then you left. Well, okay, figure it out. You got it.
Yeah, give me a second to open this in the desktop instead of the browser.
You're good. So, what fixtures? These, they were added. Where were they added? But he added them. Is that a difference between two test files as they use a different fixture? No? Okay. You understand something that I do not. So fixtures, it's going to look for postman, complex. These are the ones that are failing, and that also happens to be the one that is added in the PR. Let's go back to here. Complex 2.0 from headers. Okay. So complex 2.0, make this bigger. Complex 2.0. Maybe we could just do, maybe we can can we hide our video and just show, I wish there was a way to keep us talking here, but not show our video. If I, yeah. Well, anyway, we can get the screen bigger. All good. So complex v2 from headers input. Yeah, this is the ones that were added, and that's coincidentally the ones that are also failing. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. So let's take a look here. It's getting the schema. It's going to run these tests. Maybe these tests fail intentionally. Let's look. So MIME type, text HTML. So calculator, import WSDL. What is that? Were these failing in the first place? What? Let's commit this thing and then
Did
go
we
check it
change
out.
the postman schema in the postman tests? The schema that we have, or that we're importing here, is that different from the one that the PR was importing with request, or are those all the same?
I don't know. I wanna make sure that it wasn't okay. So see, I have to fix this first of all. Okay. So I'm gonna check out here. Okay. So it isn't. It is this PR. Just wanted to make sure that it doesn't do that otherwise. So this is a change made somewhere in this. How could the WSDL fail? How with this change set, how could the WSDL fail? I don't understand that.
I'm not sure. Did you rebootstrap at all, by the way? Because this
Oh,
branch,
no.
with the rename, this branch is probably not current, I guess.
Nope, I did not. That would answer it, wouldn't it? Or well,
I'm not
no.
sure. Like, I don't think this depends on anything else in the repo, so it shouldn't just.
Interesting. Well, we'll do it again, I guess.
Yeah.
So, okay, our general goal, let's get some goals lined out. So, our general goal is we can even stub them for now. So we have postman.ts, and so basically we want to write a test for these code paths. I think, or oh no, these code paths. So we did basic and bearer. We need to do um uh let's do them in the order. Let's move them to be the order that they're in that. Oops. That got really squirrely. So let's collapse this. Sorry. Let's collapse this space. Copy, cut, and paste. Okay. So, oops. So basically, we want to write tests that correspond to each of the things in this switch statement. So We have describe AWS v4. Uh-huh. Oh, anyway, we have this. What is a discussion? I don't want to start a discussion. So there's that. Basic bearer. Oh, it's done. Okay, let's run the tests again. Digest. OAuth 1, and then OAuth 2. Yep. Yep. Okay. And then basically each of these things is going to test these individual functions. And I guess, and we'll look at these guys here to see like what level of detail we're going to go into to do that. But let's see. Let's move this stuff. Oh, there's discussion in the HTTP snippet channel. Thanks, John. All right. So this is failing, and this is not related to Postman. Import WSDL. How in the world could that happen? I have no idea.
Because it was working before, right?
Yeah.
On current develop, it's working when we're running it the same.
That's right. I just validated.
Can we look at the full diff between develop and where we're currently at?
Sure can. Here it is. Like it's only Postman stuff that was touched. So I don't get how like I don't get what
so if this throws any kind of error or whatever, that would get silently swallowed. And so if any of the new code is hitting any sort of exception, or if it's conflicting with the OAuth PR, then that would make things fail.
I don't see any exceptions returned.
No, it would like the importer's code when it's running every importer, it just swallows. It swallows any, like it's a try catch that swallows it without any logging. I'm not saying it is an exception, but if it was, it's kind of hard to.
Okay, well. Okay, well we can try to skip some of these and see if that unsticks it, and maybe we can work it down to what the actual problem is. You know, I usually use. It'll be hard with the. I guess we could make another via like live share. But what is this? Importers. Why? Again? Okay. Let's do this. That should really. I mean, that should be the same thing. Shouldn't even go into those if blocks. Failed. What? No, it's not the tests that are wrong. Something else in the code. Boy, that's going to be a real hassle to debug.
Yeah, it's not these ones that are failing, right? It's the fixture ones.
The fixture for Postman. How could that matter? Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. There's like a fixture file here that sums them up.
Yeah, there's what's the file called? There's a test that automatically runs all the fixture tests.
There. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And so any behavior we change here that either causes an exception, which will cause it to be parsed by the wrong one, or changes behavior, like it might overlap old ones, right? There might be complex ones that had authorization that we're now parsing and dealing with.
Oh, interesting. So then, okay, so then we're gonna have to go through. But what? Oh, okay. So that answers the question of why a WSDL test is failing. Separate of that, we need to no importers found for file.
Yeah, and that generally means there's been an exception thrown, because then it would just skip it and go on to the next one, and no other one would match either.
Oh, is this because we changed that export somehow?
It could be.
Yeah, let's find that. Class import postman. Postman tests export class import postman. Okay, but export convert. So we export convert. And convert is a converter, which means we're probably fine. So why would it? Interesting indeed. Well, what I would usually try is use Wallaby and debug through this, but I don't know how well that's going to work.
Let's see. It is the source importer index.test, right? It's failing, and that one takes all the inputs, runs. Convert on them, right?
Yep.
And convert. Oh, right. This is right. This isn't like our. We have another piece of code that iterates over these and swallows errors. This one doesn't seem to, which is good. If there was an exception in our code, this one would maybe correctly handle it. Although I guess it depends on each importer, because it's calling import.convert on every single one.
Let me do something. We're gonna look for. It's gonna read files that have. So let's disable this test for a quick moment and make sure everything else passes. Do you think that's?
Yeah, that works.
Like, let's take out that I of input, and then that should make it skip this, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't. Okay, let's just delete the files.
I mean, otherwise you disable the fixture test entirely, or because it's multiple ones failing. Oh no, right. This fixture was new. Yeah, the complex one. Yeah, I see.
Okay, so it's not the fixtures. I deleted them.
Well, it's not those two fixtures, right? Like this is running on every single file in that directory.
Oh. Okay. I'll delete all postman fixtures.
Yeah, and not just postman ones either. Like how our importers works, right? Is that it runs all the importers against all files until it finds one, basically.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. It's detecting. So the WSDL one is looking at all. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so any code we make, if it for some reason mistakes something for if it mistakes something for Postman or whatever, it would match against that.
So is there something special about this new one that it's mistaking it for WSDL? I doubt that.
I don't think so.
Info, postman IDs. Yeah, like why?
Sorry, which JSON file was it that was failing now?
It's called complex, and then it has from headers in it. Complex v2.0 from headers input.
Could you open it in your editor? The web version of VS Code LiveShare doesn't like showing the directory tree apparently.
Oh,
okay. Source importers fixtures postman. Yeah, got it. Huh.
So I wonder.
And so that's the complex v2 from headers. Well, and that would have probably changed, right? Because with this PR, we did. Oh no, that's the new one, right? That this PR adds.
Mm-hmm.
But there are the ones failing too. So.
But they're not
Yeah,
failing because of this file. Because if we remove this file, they still fail.
yeah, no, like adding the fixtures shouldn't make them fail. Because the WSDL importer should just what's it called? Should only match WSDL files. So why would their MIME type have changed? It feels like something is. It feels like it's not a completely clean rebase. Something.
Okay, yeah, let's take a closer look. So okay, body. This looks decent. And again, sorry everyone, I can't make this bigger, but I really can't. Import body. Okay, we didn't get changed. We added this one. We added a check here. Okay.
So if we stash all the changes we have uncommitted
Oh,
currently.
what is this?
Oh,
What is that? That's a syntax error.
that would do it. Because that would make all of them fail, I guess, if they would.
Import. Oh, never mind. It's not a syntax error, but it's not a syntax error. It's just the syntax highlighting doesn't get. It thinks it's an import declaration, but it's just a variable. Okay, it's not a syntax error. Why? That's funny. Why does it have problem with that one, but the other ones it's fine? VS Code doesn't have a problem with it. Okay, well, I don't know.
Um, let's um, let's do this. If we throw an error at the bottom of this file to convert, we can, or no, not throw because that'll fail all the tests. If we just actually log it, see in the output if there's nothing coming up. Yeah.
Why would this mime type thing anyway? Let's go to
So.
the first one that fails. How about that? Where is it? Oh, it's up there.
Oh, the the expected output for some of the Postman ones, right? They were expecting token, but they're getting OAuth. So I think our logic is just conflicting with the OAuth ones for Postman ones at least.
Here's the first one that fails, but it's not a fixture test.
Right.
So headers basic returns a simple basic auth. I know these were passing before. So like
Right, but that was before the OAuth changes merged in the same importer,
oh,
which I think touches similar. Let's see here.
let's just
Import OAuth 1 authentication from header.
try to make this test pass. So what should this test read? I'm gonna try to put my terminal on the side. Let's see what that does. Right. Oh, I lost the output. Nope, not test clear.
Maybe to make the output a bit easier, do a .it on that test, or if we ingest regexit or whatever, so that we're just running that single test file for a start.
Is it dot what? Dot only?
Yeah, but I'm not sure if Jest. I think Jest does it per file. So if we only wanted to run this file, we probably have to specify the path instead.
So with npm, I have to do --t basic. I think that will work. Yep, that works.
Cool.
So
return. So we're giving this. We're creating a request that has authorization.
Mm-hmm.
And then what touches that? We have import authentication. Oh, and then we have bearer will work for OAuth2 as well. That shouldn't, but it's basic off here.
Import basic auth from header. There's a lot going on this. I'm just going to do this. I don't know what this variable is. So we'll find a better name in a second. Auth string index +1. So that's really saying like if okay, so that's saying like if includes if auth string index +1 not equal to 0, or yeah, not equal to 0, and then if there's no match, because it's going to be okay, the index of will return -1 if there's no match found. Otherwise, it will return the thing 0. Otherwise, it could be 0 at the beginning, but I guess we just assume that it's not going to have. So replace the white space with infinite white space with 1 globally. See, this is bad actually, because like if the header that came in was like this, I'm gonna replace it to this. And then it would return 0. Trim. Okay. So auth header dot trim trim does front and back, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now we're gonna say if the white space contents. What is this? Auth string index, auth string header, substring, start at after. So we want to get the thing the result out. So is greater than -1.
Oh,
-1.
currently in develop, the class is exported, by the way.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that's what we did in this PR anyway.
Well, so with the rebase, we should have no change, right?
That's right. In that, in fact, it skipped that commit.
That makes sense.
If there's no match. Okay. So we're parsing the header. Okay. So header. What's the thing called after? Is there a name? Is there a technical term for the thing that comes after bearer or basic? After the space?
No idea, honestly, according to the spec, but probably not. I mean, it depends on the type, right? Like if it's bearer, it's usually a token. If it's basic, it's the username, password, and so on.
If there's a Wikipedia gives it a name. Encoded string. So I call it string. Encoded string. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna just check something. If we run this test, I notice it has version 2.0. Define which the PR before we rebased it didn't. So I'm wondering if it's treating it differently based on the. I wonder if the test tested a different version of a Postman import, but I don't think it did. No, this was definitely 2.00. It was just not moved out to a variable. And then items are the same. And it's just creating that schema, passing in the requests, which is a request that just has a header with the key authorization and a basic token. And then expects it to match. Okay. Yeah. Oh. That's funny. This the test data we're sending in is invalid. It's not base64 encoded.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, how about that?
If you change that to string to be take base64 as an argument.
That here?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Actually,
sorry, they called it toString. So buffer.from and then toString takes an argument. Yeah.
remember that we were okay. Actually, now that you say that, I remember we were like kind of struggling with that before because I found out B to A and A to B are deprecated. Is that? Oh, that's all we needed to do. Okay, it passes now. Great.
Right. So now let's see if everything else in here passes.
Yeah. Well, we could still do. Oh, that was it. Oh boy. They all failed because of that. Okay, good. They didn't all fail because of that, but that one failed because of that.
Right. So then on to the next one.
Right. Okay. Let me clear and then.
Let's run just this file again, but like the entire file this time.
Yeah, I did. It worked. I can do it again.
Oh. I thought, yeah, I didn't see that. I only saw you run it with basic.
Oh, basic. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Test the postman. Do it.
We have two top level ones, right? We have Postman. Yeah, Postman should work. I guess we can dynamically name the other one Postman too.
Postman with two N's. There we go. That'll solve it. It did. Okay. Cannot read properties of undefined calling find. So returns empty OAuth 2 with Postman 2.0. So this is failing now.
So that created the request type OAuth. And what did that fail on? Cannot read proper. So that's some of the new code.
Yeah, I think it is. This is body, import body. Yeah, it is. Let's grab the full diff here again. Okay.
So that's request.body. Oh, that's right. An import body. Oh, well, that makes sense.
Fine. So we casted, so that's always it's always a good sign. So here, oh wait, it's up here. Yeah.
Oh, so it's oh, sorry. That's just
Fine.
it was. I thought it was in the call to it, but it's not even using the return type, right? It's just a really weird cast above.
Yeah.
So it's the first argument. It's not the return type.
Right.
So,
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. You can't even get. Doesn't make the call.
yeah, let's maybe split
Let's
this up.
header array. It's not a request. You have to do this dot header, or let's just try to make it work and see if we can.
Sounds good.
So 2 failed before, no failed now. So that's it. The header can be undefined. So
Yeah.
why don't we do this and see what that does to things? Because
Oh, you're thinking we might not need the cast anymore?
yeah, well, I hope not. I mean, it's always my
Find
goal.
does not exist on type string/header list. Oh, it can be a string or a header list or a header list or undefined. Right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, those 2 different header lists are from one's from V2 and one's from V0.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess we leave it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not a beauty contest, thankfully.
Yeah. It might be what's causing the mime pipe stuff as well, because mime pipe is a header, right? And it's setting it to undefined.
Yeah, look at that. These are all doing it. So there's a deeper problem here. I don't know if it's worth to get into right now, but it does
No.
make me wonder if we need to do that down here as well. But maybe this function handles. Well, yeah, okay. This function probably yeah.
Because there's no dot find or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it handles it. There is it uses it.
Right, because what changed here is import body now takes a content type value, and then authentication takes headers as well, and then we're adding an additional one called parameters for importing query params. Right.
Yep. Okay. Well, let's try to run all the tests then. Let's see what happens. Oh, so close.
So mime pipe.
Where's this starting? Mm-hmm. Oh, like all the way.
Oh, mime pipe changed. If you go to import body raw here.
Yeah.
Like the
It's like control port body raw.
Yeah.
I need to use that more. Okay.
This used to be just nothing, and now that shows has the content type.
Oh, okay.
So the fact that it's failing now is because it was expecting nothing, but now it actually has a mime type.
Oh, it was always expecting nothing, you're saying?
Previously, yeah. So I think that's the matter of the fixture needs to be updated. That's probably legitimate.
Import. Where is it? Import. Header. Where is it? Import body raw. Well, it was not even getting the thing before.
Yeah.
Where is it? Oh, here, right there. Yep. Yeah, it was hard coding it, but now it's passing it.
And so we need to update the right. And the reason the WSDL is failing is because WSDL converts from WSDL to Postman, and then we use our Postman importer to take it to Insomnia. It's a two-layer conversion
Okay,
or two-step conversion.
I'm type. Clean this up a little bit. Okay. Okay, so then we gotta go fixture by fixture then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe we can shortcut it a little bit.
Yeah. Let's just do go to the WSDL folder, I think. Yeah. Oh, someone is saying in YouTube chat too blurry.
Too blurry. Oh, let's take a look.
Right now it's good at this size, but in when it was outside of VS Code, it was probably. Oh no, it gets pretty blurry. It seems like it's compressing it when you're moving and stuff.
Oh, let me look. What? No, it was at.
It's at a lower resolution.
Okay, thank you for saying something. Thank you, Kubernetes. I'm gonna jump out and then jump back in, and that should fix the problem. Stupid restream. It sets it to a. Okay, all right. Be right back.
Cool. So hopefully in the minute when Dimitri gets back, we will have higher quality.
Okay, that's funny. It shows it to me in a much higher fidelity.
It only took us 55 minutes to realize. Don't worry about it.
All right, Kubernetes on YouTube. How does that look? Let me make sure that it shows me.
That looks a lot better from my end.
Oh man.
All right, let's see if we can wrap this PR up in the next 5 minutes, I suppose.
Nope. Okay.
So if we go to if you go to the fixtures folder named WSDL, let's start with that.
Okay, WSDL.
Oh, yeah, and so now if we look at MIME type in here.
MIME type. Okay.
Yeah.
So MIME type is that, but we have content, MIME type.
So it's just the outputs that we need to worry about. The inputs are correct, and the output is XML. So text/XML.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we have that. Oh, did it?
Yeah, and then for the calculator one too.
Not my fault. I'm not even gonna fight with it. So let's pull up this. Okay, that's less than 7 or 11 or whatever it was before. Okay, so what's the problem with these?
And then it should just be the open or the Postman ones right now. It's no.
Yeah, it is.
So that explains the mystery as well, because we use a library that converts from WSDL to Postman, and then we take from Postman to Insomnia using our own converter.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's very strange. I only remember that just now.
Because we don't. Okay, we didn't want to bother writing a big WSDL thing, so that's what API Connect WSDL does.
Yeah.
Man, we should just get the hell rid of WSDL entirely. I mean, it's like it is so.
Yeah, I mean that dependency is
the npm package is not public. There's no documentation for it. It's like there's not. It's like they did not. IBM did nothing to help people use it these days. It's like been left for dead long ago. Anyway. Okay. Well.
It seems like there's a duplicate from headers input to JSON, I think. I think there's.
Okay, let's look.
Oh, never mind. This was it was the VS Code prompt line. So we have input and output. What's failing now?
What's failing, like here, the from headers input 1 is failing. It gives us a huge long diff.
Oh, that's weird. Authentication, it wants a. Oh, because we're actually filling out authentication now. And that's a complex v2.1, which is from a previous PR. So
I didn't notice that v2.1 is the thing that's failing.
Yeah, and so it's since we're actually supporting some more stuff now.
So this is a matter of like we got to update this. So is there a way we can just grab this? I want to just like grab the thing and see the diff.
That's a good question. Let's see how many are failing now. 5 are failing. Complex 2.0 input, complex URL, which is also not one of ours. It's a different one, and that's failing because we now handle query parameters as part of this. And then complex 2.0 is failing because of basic auth. And then from headers that's a large one.
Okay.
Which
so we need to go like hunting back. I've always wondered, is there a way that we can get? That's another thing I like that Wallaby gives you. Wallaby gives you like it opens up like a fake text file that shows this, if you're comparing strings, that shows like the before string and the after string in a full text file, like separate text files. Maybe I'll just try. I mean, we have 2 minutes left. Let me just like really quickly
make the fixture test just overwrite the
exactly, yeah, and then you can grab it.
Then we'll have it in the git diff.
Exactly, and then we can look at the git diff to decide whether or not it was correct. So I want to open folder, source, GitHub, Kong, Insomnia, packages, importers, open. So this is we're gonna fall off the live share now, but that's okay. We're almost out of time. All right. So I want to say Wallaby start. And it should be able to give me something. Okay, it was updated. Thank you, Wallaby. Convert. Where's the test? Postman.test. Oh, but it's actually not going to be there. That's failing. Yeah, okay. It looks like it's running. Yeah, it shows me here. I go here. It knows. I can debug. It gives me I love this thing. It gives me the 4 that are failing. It knows all the rest of them. See these millisecond things? It's showing me how long they took. Look, one of them took 393 milliseconds, but the rest take 3 or 5. I wonder which ones. But anyway, I can, debug this one. It's pinned, and then I can view the output. We can just go to, we don't need to do that. Focus. Where can I do it? It's going to be here. How does it work how does that feature work? So usually it'll show you here. It will show me here. And I go down. Is it separated? Okay. This is going to get a little squirrely, but let's see. No fixes. Oh, I don't know how to do it with fixture tests. Okay, let's put a breakpoint. How do I put a breakpoint? I'll put inspector. Okay. Is this it? This is a Wallaby thing. I'll put inspector settings, show side-by-side diff. Okay, here it is. Here's the side-by-side diff. Great.
That's so much easier to read.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah,
I can see the stuff. So let's just do one of them experimentally. So if we do, is this can okay? And so this is expected versus actual. Oh, what file was that? Oh, I didn't take note of what file that was. How did I get to that? Output expector. Oops. Oh no, what file was that? Um,
I think it was the 2.0 one.
what did I click to get that? Output inspector. Output inspector. Oh, it's gonna run all of them. Okay, I think it takes a second because it's gonna run them. Maybe focus. Well, show assertion diff. There. Okay. So, oh, it doesn't tell me here because it's okay. That makes sense because it doesn't know the name of the file. Okay, but this is complex URL test collection.
We
Okay.
can probably just grep for DRP one from with.
So input. So we're gonna change the output of complex URL. It just this one that we're changing.
Yeah. So we have a bug in that code, I think, given that disabled says undefined.
Okay.
Um,
Um,
I mean, I don't know if how Insomnia will handle that. It might handle it correctly, but that needs to be null in terms of JSON, I guess.
let's see. Okay, so before it was just an empty array, right? Let's see what it looks like. Okay, this is like the last thing we're gonna have time to do. npm run text. Is this gonna work? Okay, 5 failed. Let's add this and see if 4 failed.
Yeah. Oh,
Did I do the wrong file? There's 2 of them.
no, I think you probably did wrong. I was just looking at that code for importing the query params. And
Mhm.
if there is a value, we set it to the value, otherwise we return undefined. I'm not sure in the Insomnia import format, like whether that's actually correct or not.
Oh, interesting. Okay, well, whatever. At least we got it rebased and we're closer. We really need to put this on the books and the team needs to spend time on this. This is not the so I mean, in closing, I'll just leave that, I guess. In closing, this is not the responsibility of this open source contributor at this stage in life. Like they did a great thing, they did a good stuff, whatever. We need to really make this. Maybe I'll do it this week.
Yeah, I think let's push what we have now because that's
Yep.
still the rebase is still needed, and then we can pick it up
Um,
later in the week.
whip. Okay, and then I'm gonna check for the 19th time that we are not gonna be pushing because I have to force push as well, which makes it even scarier. But it does tell me where the remote is. Yeah, I'm sure. Um, it's always nerve-wracking to force push to that. Okay, well, thank you for coming, everyone, to the stream, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.